Hi, I'm Rachel. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be telling you how I go on the most rides at Universal Studios without waiting in any line, really. My number one tip I can tell you is go at park opening. Go at park opening. I cannot stress this enough. Any theme park you are going to, if you go when the park opens, you are guaranteed at least that first hour of just walk on any ride you want. Woo! Universal Studios Hollywood! Let me give you a little background knowledge for the day we went when I filmed this. It was a Monday. We had school off in just our district, so it wasn't like a national holiday. It was just our school specifically was off for staff development, and the park opened at 10 o'clock that day. So we got there actually before the park opened, but they still let us in the park. They just have a rope set up right before the Simpsons ride that they won't let people pass until 10 o'clock when the park actually opens. But Harry Potter World comes before the Simpsons ride when you're walking, so you can actually walk into Harry Potter World before the park opens, and the rides are running. So the first thing we did was walk onto the big Harry Potter ride. I'm forgetting the name of it. Forbidden Journey, I think it's called. Whatever the big Harry Potter ride is. I'm pretty sure it's called the Forbidden Journey. We went on that first, and it was, I'm pretty sure, a 10-minute wait, which that ride gets hour waits later in the day, so that is definitely a go-to first ride. We're going to the ride that everyone loves that I hate. I have to close my eyes because I'm scared because the spiders are scary. So if you do end up going there later in the day, I have another life hack on how to skip part of the line. There's lockers that you have to put your stuff in before you go on the ride, and you can get to the lockers through the gift shop rather than through the line, and you can skip like the first, I think, 10 minutes of the line. I've never actually waited in it because I've always used this life hack. It's a short amount you're skipping, but you're still skipping some. After we went on that, we went to the Flight of the Hippogriff, which is the little roller coaster in Harry Potter World, and we walked right onto that. There was no wait. We went on it once and we realized that no one was in line, so we asked the people working there if we could stay on again, and they said sure. So we ended up doing that 3 times without actually leaving our seat. Plus we had the back row, so raise the roof. What a bonus, you know? Tips and tricks for theme parking?
You want to
go at park opening every time, because we just went on the Hogwarts roller coaster 3 times in a row because no one was in line. So yeah, you should do that. So that was 4 rides we got done, and the park opened I think at 10 o'clock, and I think we got out of Harry Potter World at maybe 10:30, if that, maybe 10:20. After Harry Potter World, we headed to the Simpsons ride because it's right outside there. That had one of the longest waits of the day. I'm pretty sure it was because that's the first ride people see after the rope drop. It wasn't too bad though. It was about like a 20 to 25 minute wait, which is totally fine.
I like Universal because
no line. By the time we were done with that, the lower lot was opened. Usually it opens later than the park opens. So it opened at 11 o'clock that day, and the staircases are right next door to where the Simpsons ride is, so we decided to go down there because it had just opened, meaning not many people were down there, meaning not many people in line. The first thing we did when we got there was we went on the Mummy because it's the first ride you see when you get to the bottom of the steps. It was, there's a cat outside of my room right now. Oh my god, there's a cat right, okay, look. There's a cat. That's not my cat. Can you see that? Well, that was fun. Pardon that interruption. I forgot what I was saying. We went on Mummy because it was the first ride you see when you get to the bottom of the stairs. It was walk on, like didn't wait a single minute for that ride. The park has been open for a little over an hour, like an hour and 20 minutes, and we've already done 6 rides.
4.
Well, okay, 4 different rides, 6 rides total, which I count as 6 rides.
Oh no, yeah.
So we just did Mummy, and it was walk right on, and now we're going to Transformers. So after that, we went to Transformers, which also I think was walk like 5 minutes max because we had to wait for the car to load in. So if you like look at the setup of the park, it's that Transformers is at the end. So then on the way back, we hit Mummy again, which had like a 5 to 10 minute wait. Someone got scared on the Mummy ride.
You got scared?
Someone got scared.
You got scared?
That guy got scared.
And then went to Jurassic Park, which was also like 5-minute wait, which is crazy because those rides, Jurassic Park gets like hour lines later in the day. We definitely dodged that bullet. The park has been open for like 2 hours, and this is the line for Jurassic Park. That's it. What? So we finished the whole lower lot, and I want to say less than an hour, which is good timing if you ask me. Look who just got ourselves a sticker from Jurassic Park. Never had that happen before. Woo! So we headed back up the steps, and also something to note, the steps were kind of closed off, like they were doing construction on them, and there were 2 lanes open, 2 escalators open to go down, but no one realized that there were 2 open. So like one was full like sardines and people just standing there, but then the other escalator was empty, so I like walked down it and got down much faster than I would have if I went on the one that everyone else went on. So that's also something to note when you're in line. Sometimes the line breaks up, like also Harry Potter World, the line breaks up at one point and you can go in either direction, but people don't realize and they only go to the right or they follow where other people are going. But you can actually go both ways and skip that part of the line. So we did that. That happens right after you put your stuff in the lockers for Harry Potter World, if you're wondering. And that also happens at Disney a lot too, so keep an eye out for things like that. And if you're unsure if it's like a fast pass lane or something, you can ask someone that works there and they'll let you know. And I have never ever bought the fast pass. You know how they have the front of the line pass at Universal? Or if you don't know, Universal has a front of the line pass. It's like $100 something more that I ain't spending because we finished this whole park before lunchtime, and so definitely not worth it to me when you can follow these tips and get the park done faster without having to pay over $100. When we got back up to the upper lot, we decided to go on the tram tour. The line was about 25 to 30 minutes, but it's fine because the ride itself is 45 minutes to an hour. It's about 1:30 and we just finished the tram and we're pretty much done. This ride I would not recommend doing first because it takes up a lot of time, so you're losing your time without lines. So I would save this as one of your last rides. We went on it now because we're not really big fans of the Minion ride or like the things that go on that half the park. So we went on this now because it was convenient for where we were, and that's what we were interested in doing. We weren't fans of the Minion ride. We went over just to check out to see how much time it would if we were to go on it, and it was only a 15-minute wait, which is like nothing. And then there's the Dumbo-like ride. I don't know what it's called, but you know, it's just I just hit myself in the face. It's the, you know, the guy spinning around. That never has more than a 10-minute wait, so there you go. My brother wanted to go on the Walking Dead walkthrough, but since it's actors, you know, it's people in makeup, they need to take breaks. You need to check on the app or, you know, wherever they have it posted, the times of when that's open if you really want to go on that. We had been on it before. I don't really like scary stuff, so I wasn't going to do it anyways, so we were fine with missing it, but it didn't happen to be open when we were planning on going there, which is kind of a bummer for my brother, but it was fine. So if you want to do that, make sure you check the times. Walking Dead was closed and doesn't reopen until 2:45, so we're skipping that and leaving. If you haven't been to the park before and you are interested in doing shows or seeing characters, I would recommend looking at show times on your app or, you know, wherever it's posted on those little sheets that they give you when you walk in or on the boards. They have little light up boards with wait times and things like that. So I would, if there's a show you really want to see, I would make sure to plan around that and make sure you see it. My favorite show is the Animal Actors show. I really love it. The dog from The Grinch is in it, and I'm starstruck when I see it. There's also Waterworld, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but if it's your thing, if you like action, then you would like that. There's also a special effects show, which is kind of cool. They take audience participation, and it's fun. You know, if you've never done it before, I would recommend seeing them. Character-wise, they're pretty much just walking around the park. I don't even know if they have times that they're out, but it's fun to bump into them and take pictures. They never really have that long of a line, so it's kind of an experience. love you. I love you. I want to touch your head. And I like when you first walk into the park, there's cops walking around and there's people in the building that'll talk to you and they're really fun to chat with. So if you have the time, I would take time to have conversations with them. It's just a fun experience. Adds to your day. Plus you have plenty of free time because you just hit all these rides without lines. So we're gonna head to City Walk for lunch. And we're done with Universal. And it was a fun day. And it was only like 3 hours and we still have half the day ahead of us. So that's my tips and tricks for how to go on the most rides at Universal Studios without waiting in line. I hope it helped you. Let me know in the comments if it did. If you have any other video suggestions, if you want me to do this for Disney or any other park, I will do that for you. Or if you have any other things you want to hear about theme parks, I am weirdly educated on these subjects. So if there's anything you want to see, any food things or whatever it is, I will try to make that for you. Leave it in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and like and do all those other things. And I'll see you in another video. Thanks for watching. Bye!